Welcome back to Daytime, presented by Lakewood Ranch. We are still in a pandemic, and we do know about the symptoms of COVID-19, but how much do we know about the symptoms of multi-system inflammatory syndrome, which is affecting children? And how is this related to COVID-19? We are joined now by Dr. Anna Maria Temple to tell us more about this. Hi, Dr. Temple.
Good morning. So great to be here.
So this is something that is affecting children across the country, and is it definitely related to COVID-19?
The latest research is showing that it is related to COVID-19, and we're seeing it in places where there have been more COVID-19 cases, like, for example, in New York and Italy. This is where it was first noticed, and it started alerting the doctors.
And what do the symptoms look like?
So the symptoms are going to be high fevers, and it's generally for several days. It's not just one off because, everyone gets panicked. And it's going to be red eyes, very irritable children or young adults, red cracked lips. There's one lymph node that is generally on the left side, a general fatigue, malaise, and just general unwellness if we were to go what the broad look looks like.
So who is at risk of getting this exactly?
Well, we're seeing it for children between, 1 and 18 years old. There is a similar condition called Kawasaki's disease that has been around since the 1970s. Did you have that?
Yeah, somebody get little bumps in your tongue and your fingers and stuff?
Oh, no, so that's hand, foot, and mouth.
But isn't it called Kawasaki? Isn't that the other name for it?
You're right. That's actually so you're right, but no, so hand, foot, and mouth is from Kawasaki's disease, and the multi-system inflammatory condition we're seeing in children is similar to Kawasaki's, which is very similar sounding, but the symptoms are very similar. They're pretty equal, but Kawasaki's has been diagnosed since 1970s, and it was in children less than 5, and often associated with a common cold and influenza viruses. And now we have this current illness that we're talking about associated with COVID-19, and this one is affecting kids of all ages up to 18.
So how does this work? Do they not get COVID-19? They just get this, and they're usually around somebody who had COVID?
So you're around somebody that has COVID, you get the virus, and the virus causes a tremendous amount of inflammation, kind of like setting off a bomb, if you will. And so a lot of people think, you get COVID, maybe you get sore throat, you get the fatigue, maybe you lost a smell and a cough. In this instance, when COVID comes in, it just causes a different symptom because the child becomes tremendously inflamed. It's like they're on fire.
This sounds horrific. Is there a good treatment in place for these kids right now?
So this is super scary. And, the treatment right now in the hospitals is going to be generally IVIG, which is immunoglobulins, steroids, and obviously they have to support the children while the body tries to heal itself. But what we're seeing is really almost like COVID comes in, it's the aftermath. And one of the things I want to really relate to parents, because this sounds so scary and terrifying. This is still very, very rare. This is not a common condition of COVID. Children overall are still faring really well. They're getting sick, but they're not super sick. This is a rare instances. And I also want to let parents know that Kawasaki's disease, the similar one, has been around forever. And in 2016, we had over 5,400 cases in the US alone of Kawasaki's, but no one was panicked then. But now, because of COVID, we're so hyper aware and we're so panicked about everything. This is just adding one more thing for us to stress about.
So
how far can it go?
I'm sorry?
Have there been deaths because of it?
There have been minimal. There have been a few deaths from COVID, and there have been a few deaths associated with this syndrome. But again, that's not okay, but it's been very small numbers, thankfully.
And what can parents do to protect their kids right now?
The number one thing that I hope everyone takes away from this pandemic is that we are gifted with this body and our immune system. We have to take care of our immune system, and we take care by stop eating sugar, put down the juice and soda, put down the crackers and packaged foods, eat more plants, more fruits and vegetables, sleep more, rest more, and go outside and play in the sunshine. Everyone is looking for the latest medicine, vaccine, supplement, and Mother Nature has already given us what we need, but we and our busy lifestyle has thrown it to the side, and that's why this virus is just taken over the world, because we forgot the basics. The magic lies in the basics.
All right. There's something we can all do right there. Easy medicine to swallow.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. I like it.
Dr. Anna Maria Temple, thank you very much for spending time with us today.
It was so great to be here. Thank you so much.
We'll be right back.